My name is Bethany Ankenbauer, and this is my sociology research project presentation of a social problem and solution. In the United States, students are falling behind other countries and they lack the skills needed for the modern global economy. The facts of the problem include that our schools tend to socialize students for jobs where the boss tells them exactly what to do. Our schools often perpetuate inequality through early academic training, tracking, and standardized testing. In contrast, what the global economy needs is innovators and critical thinkers who can adapt to a constantly changing world. The solution I am proposing is a pilot program for Ann Arbor schools that will address these issues and provide a model for other districts around the United States to follow. The educational system recognized that something needed to be done and have responded by implementing fundamental changes in elementary education. These changes are now making the problem even worse. Their response was to increase academic training in early elementary education. For example, teachers are under pressure to teach reading and writing as young as kindergarten. They are also forced to administer standardized tests to rooms full of 4 to 6-year-olds sitting in front of computers, and school districts have begun implementing all-day kindergarten. However, early academic training contradicts the giants of childhood development, including Montessori, Waldorf, Steiner, Froebel, and Piaget, who unanimously taught that the natural world is a young child's first curriculum and it can only be learned by direct interaction with things. How else do children learn words such as sweet and sour, rough and smooth? Studies show that early academic training increases the gaps for children from low-income areas that have not experienced as many enriching activities before beginning school. It also increases education gaps as upper-class parents move struggling students to Montessori, Waldorf, or other private schools not available to lower-class families. It can contribute to active children being labeled as disordered and then being medicated. Studies have also shown that it decreases self-esteem and increases anxiety in children. Cross-cultural studies done by Jerome Bruner show that in French-speaking parts of Switzerland, reading instruction begins in preschool and a larger percentage of children have reading problems, whereas in German-speaking parts of Switzerland, reading instruction is delayed as late as age 7 or 2nd grade, and there are few reading problems. In Denmark, reading is taught even later and there is almost no illiteracy. In addition, David Elkind in the Hurried Child cites studies showing that later reading instruction is tied to a lifelong love of reading and learning. This brings us to today, where high school graduation rates are the highest ever at 80%. Yet, fewer than 40% of these graduates are equipped for college and real life. So what would work? Experiential learning would. It is a project-based learning by doing. It builds knowledge and understanding, not just transferring information. It mirrors the real world. While it follows methods used for science and innovation, it uses critical thinking and it can separate learning from reading and writing to help those children who develop later, have disabilities, or have diverse giftedness. How can we do this? The pilot program that I am proposing will incorporate experiential learning into elementary classrooms in Ann Arbor, Michigan, by utilizing the proven youth development program known as 4-H. Why 4-H? 4-H is a holistic program involving the head, heart, health, and hands of a child. It includes mentorship and leadership opportunities. It is inexpensive and comes with complete curriculums already developed that cover hundreds of projects and diverse interests. 4-H program can reduce opportunity gaps, providing learning experience equal to expensive Montessori or Waldorf private schools and following the advice of child development experts. 4-H is developed and administered by over 100 universities across the nation, and it exists in 50 countries around the world. Most importantly, research shows that 4-H has proven and lasting results. In a survey of high schoolers, those who had been in 4-H by 11th grade were 4 times more likely to give back to their communities, 2 times more likely to make healthier choices, and 2 times more likely to participate in science, technology, engineering, and math activities. My proposal is to use the grant money to fund a pilot program in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which will include incorporating 4-H in the elementary schools. Then, investigating and recommending best practices for both rural and urban settings, And finally, providing recommendations for inexpensive implementation for school districts across the nation. In conclusion, the University of California Davis report on experiential learning has found that 4-H programs help students not only learn content, but also the 21st century skills that they will need to thrive in a quickly changing, globally connected world.